welcome to successfultradings.com. Wherever you're watching from, we hope we had a good weekend. Several things today. I'm going to talk slowly so that the video and the quality of the sound, it's agreeable to the ears. So thank you for those who provided me feedback on that. So on the menu today, what are we going to tackle? We are going to tackle questions that I'm receiving about people who want to invest, people who want to open an account. So we will talk about that. We will talk about a topic that I didn't get to mention at the end of Friday video. I was talking about something, a potential good news. I know that I forgot after I recorded it. So, and then we are going to be talking about the coronavirus driven sell-off in the US markets, or in the global markets, if you will, despite the Federal Reserve massive effort announced this morning to somehow ensure the economy trying to collapse. So that's at least the early results after today's trading day did not yield the expected results. So without any further ado, let us go ahead and get started. All right, first thing first, questions on how to start as an investor, a trader. I have, since Friday, I've helped one person actually set up their trading accounts from A to Z, and then I received text messages, email, and phone calls from people around me who even that I didn't even know they were subscribers to the blog, people I haven't spoken about in a long time, who just send me text on Sunday. They have been seeing my videos on the internet and this and that. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to point everybody to is the first ever article that was written on this blog. The title of it is Trade Stock Option, Easy Guide How To. It takes you a step-by-step on how to open an account, if that's your case. If you are abroad, if you're outside of the US, unfortunately, E-Trade, I checked with them just minutes ago, they do not allow people who are not US residents. If you do not reside in the US, you cannot open an account with E-Trade. I'm not sure about the others, because in this article, actually, it's not just E-Trade. I gave you, and there is an article, two other articles in the blog detailing a review of several trading platforms. So aside from E-Trade, you have many others. I mean, here are the main four on here. So they have gone through consolidation recently. So you have your choices on there. But if you're in other part of the world, just find a trading platform that provide you with the tools that are described in the article. So your number one article, if you want to start investing or trading on your own, is this article. It was written in October of 2019. Oh, that's a long time ago. Oh boy. So, but let's take us to what I think is going to be good news coming on here soon. I know we are in this time where we are all confined in our houses. Hopefully everybody is doing okay. I absolutely want us to be able to interact other than through these videos. So I'm urging everybody, please, let's get our number of subscribers to 100. Right now we're sitting at low 80s, I believe, last time I checked. So the sooner we get our number of subscribers to 100 subscribers, we are going to set up a YouTube live session where we will be able to interact live. We have plenty of questions, plenty of information that people are looking for on how to go about doing this or learning about this. So that's the news that I wanted to share on Friday, and unfortunately I forgot in that video. So that said, after we had those two things out of the way, let's look at our famous chart or infamous charts as of now, folks. Here we are on SPY from TradingView. Am I looking at the daily or the 15 minutes? Let's see if we can take this thing away. I really do not. Let's see. Okay, how about here? Okay, that's good. So on the daily charts, where are we? We closed at 222 today, but the low was actually 218 from Friday where we closed at 228. So in, I don't know, sometime early this morning, it definitely in pre-market, the Federal Reserve announced a huge amount of quantitative easing. For those who do not know, who were not part of following the market in 2008 when we last had a similar type of economic meltdown. Maybe we can go monthly here, can we? Let's go monthly here on this chart. So the US Federal Reserve is the institution that prints money, control the flow of money in the country. So this last time that we went through something this severe, there was what's called quantitative easing, when the Federal Reserve started buying certain type of assets to help as an inflow of money and to help company. And this money, the stress on small business, keeping all of the employees and instead encouraging them to borrow money, to get loans, to stay afloat. Okay, well, all of that, the markets as if just brushed it aside. We had a little pop. By a pop, I mean that the market rallied. It went from deep red because yesterday, the futures yesterday were hit the limit down. So after literally less than 4 minutes. That was even faster than the previous Sunday, where it took only 15 minutes for them to stop trading on the down. So limit down doesn't mean that the future stopped trading. It just means that you cannot trade prices lower than that 5% limit. That's takeaway. So this morning in the pre-markets, I don't think I have pre-market on here, but SPY and the overall indexes, they were showing some type of bounce. That didn't hold. That did not hold at all. We opened actually lower than where we closed. So pretty much even 228.48 to 228.95. We opened at 228.19 today, and this is the 15 minutes. I mean, you can replay this if you have TradingView. And that's something that if you missed our past videos, I encourage you to do. It helps you through the analysis of several stocks. So we are still in the bear market, very much so. On the daily chart or any type of time frame that you want to consider, as long as we stay below this yellow line, which constitutes the exponential moving average 20 period, and then even when we will start moving up at some point, we will. The next state of the resistance will be this green line on SPY. So that will be your indication. Notice how every time the price has come close, starting here, come down, up, came back down, up here, came back down, up here. So this is a natural resistance. We have talked about that in the past. So we just have to wait and see where's the bottom. That was the title of the video on Friday, right? Waldo was the bottom. So I think that's I was just trying to put any title on there. So while this is going on, I want to bring a couple of things to your attention, mainly one thing, and then a detail on something that we have talked about. If we go here into Finwiz is where we are. I have talked and I've done a video, I believe, depicting how one can come in here and actually do some type of what they call a top-down analysis, where instead of start looking at the stock individually, you're going to be starting from, let's say, the higher level, the sectors that are part of the Standard & Poor, for instance. So your best way to do that is this. This is the best way to do that, right? So here, for instance, you have the performance for, so what did I do? I just click on group. Okay, so you have the performance of the US. We have 10 sectors or thereabout, or some people put 9 or whatever. So here you can see the performance, if you want, in this manner, to be able to say, oh, which one is performing for a given week, which one are performing better than the other. Let me show you where that idea is coming from and what does it have validity. If we go here, bear with me, sorry that is so small, but all day today, today more than, I saw it on Friday a little bit starting with the Russell. This is the ETF, IWM is the ETF for the small caps. Look at the difference between, for instance, SPY and just QQQ. So SPY is the entire market, the global market, with all of the sector. QQQ is the ETF for the tech company, the big tech company. So QQQ will have the Apple, Amazon, Microsoft of the world. If you are not familiar with the composition of each one of these, I invite you actually to read an article on the website. There's one. So let me give you a good illustration. For instance, I can tell you, for instance, the top three for SPY: Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, but also I can tell you that a bank is in there, JP Morgan is in there, Visa is in there. So today, throughout the entire day, for me, my eyes was riveted on this. So while I was seeing Visa here at this level, minus 7%, JP Morgan was red all day long. Apple, yeah, they made it pop at the end. I will show you they made it pop at the end, but it was Apple traded at 213 at some point today, guys. SPY couldn't do anything. SPY was almost down as 4%. Yeah, they made it pop at the very end, but that is telling me something. That is telling me that something's gonna be happening in the next few weeks where we're gonna see certain stock actually being green and while others are still red. And we had a little bit of that. Here's my watch list today. If I can show the entirety of it. Certain stocks, they couldn't care that the market was selling off. Win, for instance, the last 2 days now, Friday and today, Win has shown very great strength. So Win is a stock that was trading for the majority of the beginning of the year around 130, let's say 120, 130. This stock it went to $50. So that's, people are buying it greatly. So meaning that some of the people who called me about opening investment accounts and managing themselves, these are the opportunity that they need to be looking at. Meaning if you want to buy stock just straight up. Personally, you know my take on it. Just to use leverage, I rather invest in even long-term options because you will not need as much capital as with stock. So here, if I want to buy 100 stock of Win, I need $5,700 or a little bit more than that. Yeah. Okay. But I can take advantage of this movement of Win by going and saying, hey, Win, over maybe the next, my perspective with option, I need to go on. Yep, I want Win, but I want the option, please. I will come back to the other one. So here you can go and say you want long term, and then you're gonna say maybe January 22nd and buy, I don't know. Okay, now they are not very liquid. So my example here will not be that great, but if I want $100, I could buy this option. Okay, now they are not very liquid, as I said. So maybe one of them here is gonna cost you, I don't know, $1,000. But that's, if the stock start moving, that definitely will bring you more money, and you will have time on there. So maybe let's use a bit example. January 21st, maybe too close. So yeah, some people got in today. Some because you can see some volume on here. So those are the type of things that I will be having discussion with some of those folks who call me, and some of them, they may just straight up buy the stock. So that's the takeaway on there. So what was how did that relate to FinWiz on here? So how to do that analysis is here. So you will look at, let's say at the end of the week, you will look at the performance to say, hey, the market has been beaten down, but a certain category, sector, or industry, whatever you want, was showing strength. So actually for us, let's go back here by sector. So if I take, for instance, the technology, I will click on here. And then what I like to do, you do this. Then you can say, oh, oops, let's go back here. Then you can say, I want, then by market cap, for instance, I want maybe the large one, or I want by volume, or let's see, let's do something here. We just want to say, so country, if we want to start USA, we want to say they're optionable. Okay, and then I like to do this. So maybe by price, I say I want stock that are greater than $50. And that's a part of this, a part of the tech. That was my first selection in the sector. And now I'm going to be saying that give me the chart for all of them. This is how Finwiz does it. You have all the charts. Now you can spend time quickly just saying, hey, have some of them begin to recover. I guarantee you will find stock that are showing sign of recovery. As of now, let's see how many stock did that get of 119. What else can I filter by? I can filter by, let's say, average volume or by market cap. The exchange doesn't matter much, or the target price doesn't matter that much. Yeah, let's say for me here, I will go by volume, because we know that volume means that they're gonna have liquidity. So I'm gonna say over 1 million in terms of, or 2 million for volume. Now I'm left with 36 stocks that I can start looking at, and very quickly, I mean, the charts are here to just say, okay, so one of them that that's gonna serve as a transition for us, that should be here. I'm not sure if they're still categorizing it as a tech. Jeez, it's not here. Is it because it didn't do the volume or not? Because one of them, you should know it by now. I pointed it out on Friday, right? Right? They're in alphabetical order. So maybe not 2 million. I don't know if it did 2 million today or not in terms of volume. Yeah, one of them. Okay, I saw one of them. Adobe. Right? A lot of people are working from home, so guess what? they are bound to use the services. All of these, Accam, for instance, is one that's, hey, if the all-time high is here and the stock is currently trading at what, 85 or something, it didn't come down that much. But let me see, if we don't see it here, I will just transition to where I know that it is. Microsoft is still trending down a little bit. The stock that I showed you on Friday that absolutely has just been waiting for the market to turn green is Netflix, guys. Well, everybody's confined. What do you think that they are doing? They're binging on. Personally, I'm studying my charts over the weekend while I'm doing other things. I have articles to read, I have videos to do with you guys, but it's a great deal of people that are watching Netflix. And Netflix today, I could not resist trading this one. And notice how Netflix has been gapping down each and every day. So this was Friday, it gapped up, gapping down, sorry, gapping up, rather, what am I showing? A bullish move, 332 close, 342 open. Today, from 332 open, a close on Friday, it opened at 347. No, just this trend here. We talked about this briefly Friday. Netflix is your number one stock as of now that you can make money on option, really, and it was very bullish today. So that was our best winner today. We traded this twice. We traded this with 380 calls that we cashed somewhere here, and then when it came down here, we took the 400 calls that we are currently carrying for the rest of the week, because this action is bullish. Should the market even begin to turn positive, there's a great chance that Netflix could go above for close to 400, at least 390. So again, the concept of option, right? It's not because I have a 400 call that I can make money if and only if it reaches 400. I mean, this thing, if it moves $10 tomorrow, those options they will start making some good benefit. So here you have it for March the 23rd markets recap, where we see an announcement by the Federal Reserve to inject a great deal of money into the economy, yet the US market still sold off in this coronavirus driven sell off. So we hope you learned something. Please leave your comments and questions. Please subscribe. We are looking forward to setting up a YouTube live event very shortly here the moment we reach 100 subscriber on the channel. Thank you very much for your time and have a great day. Bye bye.